into something really fun.
Hi, my name's Jacqueline Orozco, and I'm an activity coordinator at Lurie Children's. And today we're here with Max Robbins. Hi, Max. How are you doing today?
Great. How are you?
Good. So tell us a little bit about yourself and what we're going to do today.
Super excited to be here. Thanks for tuning in. I am a chef here in Chicago, and we're going to be talking about how to make some really fun food that I like to eat, starting with grilled cheese.
Oh, amazing. So let's get started.
So I think grilled cheese is great because it's kind of a blank canvas for anything you want to make. So the first thing I want to do is just make a basic, simple grilled cheese, and then we can show how to get a little fun or funky, either using some of our favorite foods, favorite recipes, or items from around the house.
Wow, sounds amazing. So excited.
So I'm going to teach you guys a secret, but you can't tell anybody. The secret to a perfect grilled cheese. And it's not an ingredient that you think that you might use.
Oh.
Okay, the secret
Let's see.
is mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise.
Okay, so a lot of people think you want to put a lot of butter on a grilled cheese,
Yes.
and that's okay, that's good. But the best way, I think, to make a grilled cheese is with mayonnaise. So the first thing we're going to do is take 2 pieces of white bread.
Okay.
But again, with cooking, it's whatever you like. It doesn't have to be white bread. It can be rye bread. It can be wheat bread. It can be a hamburger bun. It's whatever is your favorite.
Wow.
Then we're going to take the mayonnaise, and we're going to spread it on the bread.
What happens if you put too much? Is that a bad thing? Do we have to take it off?
I never in my life have ever said the words too much mayonnaise.
Oh, well.
So for some people maybe, but not for me.
Okay.
So we're gonna toast the bread on one side. And you can do it in an egg pan, a non-stick pan, you can toast it in the oven. Again, with cooking, there's really no right or wrong way to do it, as long as it comes out the way that you like it, because everyone's different and everyone's tastes are different.
How long would you say they should leave it on?
Well, it really depends on how hot the pan is or the oven is. This will only take us about a minute.
Okay.
If you have a cooler pan or a hotter pan, it could take more or less time.
Right.
So we're gonna look, it's gonna start to get golden brown, and then we're gonna flip it over, toast the other side, and add our toppings.
Great.
So this side has started to toast a little bit.
Okay.
We're gonna put our cheese in.
Okay.
And again, there's no right or wrong cheese. I don't like super cheesy things, so I'm gonna only use a little bit of cheese.
Okay.
I like American cheese. Some people might like cheddar, some people might like Swiss. People will do a combination of the two. But then we're gonna put mayonnaise on the other side.
Oh, okay.
And we're gonna toast the other side of the grilled cheese.
Wow. And I'm looking at how like golden brown, because I probably am gonna burn it if I do this at home. Just, FYI there.
Yeah, but that's part of the fun. It's like life, right? Sometimes things are great, sometimes things need a second chance.
You're
It's all
absolutely
right.
right. Yeah, gonna be a little extra crunchy on mine. So.
I like it. I like
Yeah,
extra crunchy.
So.
So while we're waiting for our grilled cheese to cook, a lot of people like grilled cheese and tomato soup, right?
Yes.
I'm sure a few of you have tried that before. I think it was one of my favorite things growing up. For me, tomato soup sometimes takes a little longer to cook.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not a hot day.
That's what I was gonna say.
So I like to have fun, and that's the great thing about cooking is you can kind of do these fun things that remind you of your favorite food but aren't exactly your favorite food. So to me, one thing that is really similar to tomato soup is ketchup. So for me, I love eating grilled cheese and ketchup.
Ooh.
So I take the grilled cheese and I dunk it right in. So we're gonna get a nice side of ketchup ready while we're waiting for our grilled cheese to finish.
Hey, now do you put anything in the ketchup?
No way. So we're gonna have fun with a lot of other food, but Heinz tomato ketchup is perfect the way that it is. It doesn't need to be a different brand. It doesn't need to be fancy. I just like plain regular ketchup.
I only ask because I always put like pepper in mine, like
some
with
people
my
put
French
hot
fries.
sauce in it?
Yes, yeah. Random things. I have a cousin that puts mustard in it. I don't know what that tastes like ketchup and mustard. But I mean, you sometimes you have a hamburger like that, so it has to taste good. So.
But again, like for me, that's for me. For everyone's different. Some people like spicy food.
Right.
Some people like cheesy food. Some people like really sour food. But everybody's different.
Different tastes.
So I think that the best part about cooking is trying different people's favorite foods, because you could learn about the different people. You could learn about their customs, their tradition, what their parents cook, what their family cook, you know, different restaurants they like growing up, and it's such a great way to get to know people and learn about people. And I think the most important part is just to listen and try it and keep an open mind.
Right. I absolutely agree. And when I was looking at the ketchup, I actually thought about something because, so my parents are from Mexico, and obviously we eat ketchup here in America, but when we go to Mexico, we eat catsup. So, you know, like it's more watery consistency, so I actually thought about that. So thanks for bringing it up.
Awesome. Let's check on our grilled cheese. So we can see on one side, we're getting toasty and golden.
Yes.
The other side's getting there. We'll wait a little bit longer for it to finish.
Okay.
I'd say it needs probably another minute or 2 minutes. But pretty quick, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm so excited.
Hold our excitement for a minute.
All right.
So let's check the other side of our grilled cheese and see. It's looking really golden on that side, really crunchy and crispy.
Hey, great.
So this one I think is ready to go.
Cool.
We can take it off. Some people like the edges cut off, right? Everybody's different.
Yeah.
I like mine just cut in half, and I like to cut it on an angle so that it's really good. If you want to join me in dunking and dipping.
Yeah, and it's the first time I actually have a grilled cheese with ketchup, so we'll have to see how it is. All right, bon appetit.
Yeah, cheers.
You weren't kidding about the ketchup dunking. It's
So
really good. So now it sounds like we're gonna get creative. So what are we gonna do now, Max?
Absolutely. So my favorite thing about cooking is there's so much to learn and so much to explore and so much to eat. But once you kind of learn how to do a couple little things, you could be really fun and creative. It kind of is like an art project where you can take two of your favorite foods and combine them into one. So we already learned how to make a regular grilled cheese.
Yeah,
so we're gonna do that same first step by getting the mayonnaise on the back of the bread. And then we're gonna combine it with something really fun, which is a chili cheese dog, which I love to eat.
Cheese dog. Wow. Sounds really good at this hour.
So we're gonna get the bread toasting. And the other thing we're gonna cook is our hot dog. So I've taken a regular hot dog and I've just cut it in half, okay? But not all the way, so that way it can lay flat.
Okay.
And we're also gonna put that on our pan so
it
it can get really nice and toasty.
Okay.
And then over here, I've got some chili that I've warmed up and some onion that I've diced. I like the onion really small. You can cut it big. You don't need it at all. Some people like jalapenos. It's really up to you. Again, there's no rules. You just have to have fun and like what you're cooking.
Okay. And then as far as the chili, is it okay to use like canned? Is it a specific one that you think works best?
So this one's out of a can, but like maybe your mom makes the world's best chili. You could say, hey mom, make me up some chili. You can get a can of chili. You could get it from the grocery store, anywhere. Again, it's like whatever you like. Maybe you don't want the chili. Maybe you just want a hot dog grilled cheese. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, it's all about creativity.
So for this sandwich, we are going to use a different kind of cheese. We're going to use white cheddar cheese. So usually when we make chili dogs, we're making them with cheddar cheese. So we're going to stay a little bit more traditional with the cheese and then get crazy with the rest of the toppings, okay?
Got it. Okay.
So our hot dog over here that's been cooking has a little bit of color now, and we're going to put it in the middle, and we're going to add two toppings that you usually see on a chili dog. Mustard and onions. Then we're gonna close up our sandwich and put the mayonnaise on the outside again.
Amazing. So while we wait, I wanted to ask another patient question, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, of course. Whatever
So
you
I had
got.
a random one, and one of the patients asked that if you had to choose between ketchup and mustard, if you could decide which one you would pick.
Yeah, well, it totally depends, right? What am I eating?
Yeah.
If it's French fries, ketchup for sure. If it's a hot dog, mustard, absolutely, no ketchup at all.
Okay.
So I think, you know, for most things, I like mustard. And I think mustard is a really fun thing that a lot of people don't cook with enough. So when I make chicken at home, when I make barbecue at home, using mustard to rub it adds a really nice flavor, adds kind of a crust and really cool color a lot too. So.
Wow, yeah, a lot of the patients were like, no to the mustard just
No to
because of
mustard.
the taste.
I get
But
it.
now that you say you can add things to it, I think that could kind of convince
Or what
them.
about honey mustard, right?
Yeah.
Everyone likes honey mustard,
Yeah,
chicken
yeah.
nuggets and honey mustard.
Yeah, it's like the new, like adding sriracha to like ketchup or like mustard nowadays. So, you know, whatever works for them. But now I'm going to go back to them and tell them about those things. Like add a little something to it, you know, maybe it gives it a different flavor and you'll like it now. So, yeah, some great ideas in here. So, how are we looking over there?
So we just flipped over the grilled cheese, and I can tell you it's already looking delicious. It's fun, it looks a little crazy, it's big, it's gonna be really interesting. There's mustard and cheese oozing out of the side, all really fun things.
Yeah, yeah. And then as far as the chili goes, like, will it go inside of it? On top of it?
There's no right or wrong way to do it. And that's the thing with a lot of the recipes that we develop in the restaurants is we try it a few times and we think, okay, now it's perfect. And then maybe someone comes in and eats and tastes it and says, I don't like it. And we start thinking about it, you know, listening to different people's opinions and hearing different people's perspective and using it to either make yourself the best person you can be or your food the best it can be is really important.
Absolutely, absolutely. And Max, do you have any allergies?
I have actually a really weird allergy. I am allergic to coffee.
Oh.
So a lot of people say that they're not morning people. For me, I am. I gotta get up and I gotta go right away with no coffee.
Okay.
If I ever need energy, I just try to eat an apple instead.
Wow.
Yeah.
So no caffeine like in the morning at
No,
all?
no caffeine. What about you? Do you have any allergies?
I do not. So far, I don't. I think I might be allergic to my own pet bunny, but you know,
Yeah.
refuse to give them away. But food allergies, not at the moment. So, yeah. So my mom is also a cook, so I'm kind of glad because she puts different things together that I don't even know from where she gets them. So good thing is I don't have an allergy. So yeah,
Nice.
amazing. Yeah.
So I think this needs about one more minute. We've flipped it over a couple times, starting to get looking really gooey, nice and toasted. Our chili is ready to go. So in the meantime, we can put some chili on the side. You can put it on top, you could put it on the side. There's no wrong way to do it.
Cool, cool. Really loving the creativity. You know, we express that a lot as activity coordinators, you know, being creative, you know, however you feel like it best suits you or fits you. So such great complimentary that we
And when
see
I was
here.
young, when I was a kid, I used to love to draw. I used to love imagination. I used to love like anything that was creative. And then as an adult, sometimes you don't get to have as much fun. You don't get to be as creative. So for me, when I started cooking as an adult, I loved it because it reminded me so much of all the fun and artistic stuff that I got to do as a kid. So
Right.
I think our grilled cheese is done.
Oh,
We'll take it off the grill.
Okay.
Look at how ooey and gooey it looks on the
Wow.
side. That looks awesome, right?
Yes. Okay.
Let's cut it in half.
Okay.
And here, I'm gonna give you a piece.
Okay.
And then you can take your spoon
Okay.
and get some chili and put it on the sandwich.
All right.
We'll give it a bite. Cheers.
Cheers. Now I got a cheese pool. Woo! Really good. All right, so we're gonna switch up things a little bit here. We're gonna do something with ice cream, am I right?
It's as fun as it is cooking grilled cheese and food and lunch and dinner. The best part of any meal is dessert.
Yes, I have to agree. So tell us.
It's time to make some dessert. My favorite dessert in the entire world is ice cream. And like you asked before, cookie dough, that's number one.
Yeah.
But one thing I love to make is an ice cream sundae. It's such a fun thing that you can make. It'll change throughout the year. You can make it with your friends. You can make it with your family. You can be creative. You can use different things around the house. You can use different desserts. So there's really, again, no rules and a lot of fun that you can have. So we're gonna make two kinds of kind of crazy, wacky sundaes that can be a little bit of fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the first one we're gonna make is, I don't know how many of you are from Chicago, but in Chicago there's a very famous kind of popcorn called Chicago Mix. You can get it on the streets, you can get it in baseball stadiums and basketball stadiums, and it combines cheddar cheese popcorn and caramel popcorn. So a little bit of sweet and a little bit of savory and salty.
Yeah.
And I know people wouldn't think to put cheddar cheese on ice cream, but I promise you it's gonna taste delicious.
Right, wow.
So the first thing we're gonna do is start with vanilla ice cream.
Okay.
I like to use vanilla ice cream for my sundaes because it really lets the flavor of all your toppings shine. But if you wanna use chocolate, you can use chocolate.
Okay.
If you wanna use some other flavor, it's whatever you want.
Okay.
So there's two of us, so maybe I'll put 2 scoops, why not?
And then do you have a favorite topping, Max?
Cookie dough for sure. I also like mint chip ice cream. I really like mint chip ice cream. When I was growing up, there used to be an ice cream store that took the mint chip ice cream and then turned it upside down and put the cone in the air and dressed it like a clown.
Yes.
So I used to always like getting those clown cones.
Yes.
So because we're gonna use popcorn, I wanna use one other fun ingredient, candy corn, and we can just kind of, you know, corn and use all those fun ingredients together. So I'm gonna put some candy corn on here.
Okay.
So you'll hear a lot of people say that they eat with their eyes, right? So really fun, bright colors are always good things to have in your food.
Yeah, I would have never thought about candy corn. It makes me think about Halloween, and other than that, I don't think about candy corn.
Yeah, 100%. And then I've got some cheddar popcorn.
Okay.
So we'll put our cheddar popcorn in here. And then what was the other flavor I said? Caramel, remember?
Yes.
So I've got caramel sauce. And we can put that all over.
Wow.
And that's the best part, is as you make these flavors and as you make these sundaes and as you cook at home, you can invite your friends over, you can show your parents, you can show your family, like, look at this fun thing. Like, you're not gonna get this sundae at any restaurant. It's something special that you could only have in my house, or you could only have in this kitchen. So as you make your own things and your own special creations, it's nice to include your family and friends in it.
Yeah, absolutely. Wow, I'm excited.
Should we try?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm excited to see how sweet and savory tastes. Let's see. Cheers.
Good, right?
Yeah. Really tastes like the caramel, but you also have like the crunch from the popcorn, so really good. Y'all have to try this.
Yeah. I think the best part about food is that it can really transport you or take you to places that might be special, like a good memory or a vacation or a great meal that you ate. So for me, when I was growing up, I loved the summers and being outside, being in camp, being with friends around a fire and making s'mores. I think it's one of the best things, but you can't really light a campfire in your house or in your kitchen. So we're gonna take the idea of s'mores and all the stuff that we like best, and we're gonna make it into an ice cream sundae.
Wow, I'm excited.
So let's start with our ice cream. I'm gonna use vanilla ice cream again, because it's gonna be a blank canvas for all the flavors we're gonna add to it. Okay, now s'mores, let's talk about it. Graham crackers, chocolate, and marshmallows. So graham crackers are cool, but one thing that I really love that are also graham crackers are Golden Graham cereal. And I think that's a fun part about cooking. You don't have to use one kind of item. You can use different kinds. So I'm gonna use the Golden Grahams because they're smaller, they're a little bit sweeter, and they're really good in this sundae, so I don't have a big old chunk of, you know, a large graham cracker. So I'm gonna add a bunch of these because they're gonna be really sweet and crunchy.
Yes.
And then I'm gonna add some marshmallows. Again, small little marshmallows. So the best part about a s'more, I think, are the toasted marshmallow and when the chocolate gets really ooey and gooey and melty. So instead of putting in a brick of chocolate, I'm gonna use chocolate sauce. So that way, it'll always be really ooey and gooey and melty.
Yeah, that does look like a s'more, but like in an ice cream form.
And then we're gonna do something really fun, okay?
Okay.
So we're gonna take mallow fluff or marshmallow cream and put it like the whipped cream on top.
Oh.
And then just like we're at a campfire.
Ooh.
Should we dig in and give it a try?
Yeah, I'm so excited. Let's see. Get a little bit of everything in there. Cheers. Wow, it really does taste like a s'more.
So good, right?
Yeah. It's like chocolatey, but like crunchy. It's like really good.
Different textures and colors and flavors. I love it.
Yeah. Well, Max, on behalf of all the activity coordinators and everyone at Larry's, we'd like to say thank you to you and to let us entertain you. And tell us any last minute words or anything you'd like for our patients to know?
Yeah, thank you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed cooking. Just remember to have fun, be creative, ask questions, learn, read, talk about food, eat food. And I want to invite all of you to come join us in our restaurants. We're a family-owned business, and we want to invite you guys to be part of our family. So when you get the opportunity, please reach out. You're welcome in any of our restaurants. We can show you some of the food. We can get you set up with some fun desserts, something to look forward to.
Wow, such an amazing opportunity. Well, we hope that all of our patients and family check them out. So thanks so much, Max.
Yeah, thank you.
So I have a question from a patient.
Yeah.
And the question was, what if you could be an ice cream flavor, what would you pick?
That one's easy for me. Like, what's my favorite flavor? Cookie dough, for sure. But if I could be an ice cream flavor, maybe like rainbow sherbet, because it's like fun and funky and looks really cool. But no, cookie dough is my favorite ice cream for sure.
Cookie dough, wow.